Okay. All right. We're live. We are live. Sweet. Yep. Just gonna hang out, do some dailies, do the event, do something. Sip some coffee.
Here's how I allocate my energy on a job. 70% goes to invest. 10% to making a final decision.
I just need. I can do Lanyan's talents. I believe. Nice. I know her normal attacks don't matter, but I like getting that quick 666 on it. You know? You know? What's up, Kokoro? How's it hanging? Welcome in. We're just gonna be hanging out. Also, tell me if you could hear everything okay. I'm still trying to figure out all the levels. What's up, Jason?
Body of grain outlines your fate.
Luke is good DPS. You lost 50% to the Luke. Is that your
Ring
first
cutter. By royal decree.
standard banner character?
Can't run from death.
Yeah, if that's your first standard banner character, then there are better. There are better ones. Diluc, first ever 50-50. Nice. Okay. Well, two things. Diluc can, if you have Shan Yun, he's good for plunging. But it sounds like you're kind of early, so you probably don't have Shan Yun. So you can scrap that idea completely. But if you have Chevreuse, since you wished on the Arlecchino banner, you can pair him with Chevreuse and Bennett, if you have Bennett, and Fischl for a pretty banger overloaded team. So, yeah. Diluc, Chevreuse, Bennett, Fischl. Or any other Electra. You didn't get Chev? Well, you better save up some more wishes. Wow. C3 line, yeah. That's lucky. I didn't get any.
Witness the power of
No, it's not true. I got one.
Odds reveal. I see everything. Make yourselves at home.
Nowhere to run. Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned.
Yeah. I mean, what AR?
Your penance is due.
Also, Rosaria's not bad for like a melt. If you do Diluc Rosaria. He can melt some stuff. AR-33. Okay. Wait, you're AR-33 and you... That was the first 50-50 you've ever lost? You must have been saving for a while.
ring cutter.
Share my knowledge. Yeah. Everyone hold hands.
Judgment is upon you. You stand condemned.
See, it's chambers like this that make Sino look good, but he's just not. Your AR-33 in just a few days? Good on you, dude. The addiction is coming on strong, isn't it? Hell yeah.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me...
By royal decree.
As you wish, make for it.
The Temple of Wisdom. Yeah. I see everything.
Sita, your sins weigh upon your soul. Your penance is due.
You got all of them? Yeah. Yeah, you can do that. I didn't even know you could skip Inazuma.
Time to act. Witness the power.
Odds reveal. Make yourselves at home.
Judgment is upon you. Guilty. You stay condemned.
Can't run from death.
Oh, yeah. Do that ice bridge. It's gonna take you about a half hour.
No, my sword! Ring cutter! By royal
Sharing my knowledge.
Your sins weigh upon your soul.
Can't run from.
Rotations? Sure. Yeah, I can give some advice on rotations. Rotations. It, I mean, first off, it highly depends on
Body and
what
mind.
your team is. Rotation for one team is definitely not going to be the same rotation for
Make
another
yourself
team.
some home. Yeah. I see everything.
So give me a team,
Is upon you. Guilty.
Can't run.
and I can give some advice on that rotation. Okay. Tell me if that's better. Yeah, if you didn't hear me, I said
No, my sword!
give me a team,
By royal
Sharing my knowledge.
and then I'll give you the rotation. Because the rotation for one team is going to be super different from
Your
team
sins
to
weigh
team.
upon your soul. You stay condemned.
You know what I'm saying? What's up, Alex? Welcome back. Talking about rotations. Jason's AR-33, and he's only been playing
Something on
for
your mind again?
7 hours.
Let's work through it together.
It's not true. All right, what do you have? Bennett, Ian, Lanyan. Got it. Bennett, Lanyan, Shanglin, and Nemo Trevor. Dude, did you skip everything?
Ad Astra Ab
Looks like you skipped like every story.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
You're a natural born explorer, I guess. Yeah, right? All right, Bennett, Lanyan, Shangling, a Nemo Traveler. But you said you got to Sumeru, right? Because the general rule of thumb is Never use a Nemo Traveler. So go to a statue of the Seven in Sumeru and change him or her to Dendro. And now you have a pretty killer Dendro character, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I'd replace the Anemo Traveler with a Hydro. Yep. Yep. That'll do it. Yeah, and I guess the order for that would be Bennett Skill Burst. No. Bennett Burst Skill. Catch the particles with Shang Ling after you burst with her. Without getting too technical. Bennett Skill Burst. Shang Ling Skill Burst. Xingqiu Skill Burst. And then you could on-field Lanyan. Just normal attack. Yeah, you get to pick a free 4-star, which I'm wrapping up a video for. That video should be out either tonight or tomorrow morning sometime. But I'm wrapping up a video for who you should pick. Which 4-star you should
I do try
you
to
should
lighten
get.
the mood sometimes, but
So
I'm not the best judge of other people.
maybe that'll help you.
Sense of humor.
Alright, what am I doing?
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near.
Talents.
How can I help you?
Oh wow, Hydro MC. You might be the first person to ever recommend that character. Do I regain mana for other characters if I only use them for their EB? Do I regain? I'm going to assume mana is energy. What game are you coming from? Because if you're using the term mana, that means you're into fantasy to some capacity. But which game? And EB is Elemental Burst? Do I regain mana for other characters if I only use them for their Elemental Burst? Yes. Yeah, I'll show you.
How can I help you?
I'll show you.
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye.
You're asking if you're... Alright, tell me if I'm right. You're asking, say I use Xingqiu's burst.
Let me weave you a verse.
Now he's empty. He doesn't have any energy. Are you asking that if I am on field with Sino and I attack, will some of that energy go to Xingqiu? Is that what you're asking? Gotcha. All right. Let's see. Let's do it. Let's show you if I could find anything to attack. Jesus Christ. Hello. No, those guys are the most annoying. Came from Mobile Legends. I've heard of it, but I've never played it. Okay. All right, Xingqiu has 0 energy, right? I gained 2 particles to Sino directly. Xingqiu still has no energy. Right? I should change the team. Yeah, man. Get away from me. Alright, I want to put another Hydro character on the team. Candace.
I promise to keep you safe.
Okay, no energy, right? Okay, I hit with a Hydro attack. Candace gets energy. Xingqiu also gets energy. Right? So with Sino, I absorbed energy. And Xingqiu didn't get any. But with Candace, I did. And I absorbed it with Candace. But Xingqiu shared it. Right? Even a little more. Because they share the same element.
Body and mind.
Nowhere to run.
There was no game there. Oh, I'm a piece of shit, dude. That's hilarious. Alright. That's so funny. Alright, I think this will be the default layout from now on. That is so funny. Alright, let's do it over.
Rain
You just use
outlines
his
your
burst.
fate.
Thanks for pointing that out, dude. Alright. Full energy. Now you can see it. Alright, I'm going to use it.
Witness the power of
I have 0 energy. If I am on field with Sino, and I use his skill, he absorbs the particles. Now, Xingqiu got a little bit because there was it wasn't just electro particles that he absorbed. There was one white particle, which is... It doesn't have an element. It feeds everyone. That's why Favonius is so good. Because that's what Favonius Lance and all that does. It gives you non-elemental specific energy that everyone can use. But... Let me see if I could just get... Okay, it's because I killed him. Let's find more. Okay. Have to use his burst again.
Yield.
Okay, using the burst. 0 energy. I'm using Sino. I'm absorbing some hydro particles. Kind of annoying. Basically, if you're on field with a character and you're absorbing a different element, in Xingqiu's case, hydro. So if you're not absorbing any hydro elements, he's not going to get any energy, regardless of who you capture it with. But for Candace, she's going to create hydro elements. She absorbs them, and then hydro is shared with Xingqiu. So you don't have to use Xingqiu's skill and absorb his particles, because he's not the only one that he can get particles from if you have another hydro on the team. Right? And better yet, which is why people use Bennett with Xiangling, is if you hit with that skill switch and absorb it with Xingqiu, he gets even more. So everyone hates Xiangling because of her energy needs, but if you're on Bennett and you do Bennett's skill and you switch to Xiangling, since they're both pyro, then it's all shared between them. Not fully. I thought the others also get some energy from elemental particles, not just not a lot. You mean from Electro? Like, Xingqiu's right there. If I don't absorb any hydro particles, I don't think he'll get any energy. But I might kill him. So I might get a non-element. Yeah. Pretty sure because I killed him, I got a white particle in there. Like, Nahida would also get a tiny bit of energy from hydro particles, right? I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, I always thought it was just the white particles. Unless you catch them with Nahida. Right? Like, it is possible to use Xingqiu's burst, do that, and then catch them. Like, he gets a tiny bit from catching electro particles, but he caught them. Sino didn't catch them. But with Nahida, yeah, I don't think so. Let's see.
The Temple of Wisdom. Help!
All right, nothing. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. Oh, a little bit.
Surrender.
Oh, it's so little.
Nowhere to run.
Yeah, and then if you catch them with her, it's more. There was a white particle there. I'm not even entirely sure when you get white particles, because it looks like it's just kind of random. That one didn't have any. That one had one because he died. That one had one. I have no idea why. But yeah, Nahida's filling up a little bit. I don't know if it's just because of the white particles. It looks like it's not just because of the white particles, but it's just a little bit that she's gaining. Yeah, there's no white particles there, but it's so tiny. Alright, so everyone shares a little bit, but I wouldn't rely on it if it's not the right element. That's what it looks like. White particles equals any element recharge. It's, yeah, basically it's not any specific element. It's just a particle. What's Fab? Switch to Fab.
Rain outlines your fate.
Leave me. Okay. I'm not fighting anyone. You kidding?
Time to act.
Leave me. Every hit has a small chance to produce white particles. I guess so. That would make sense. Let's learn. Let's see. I don't want to read Reddit threads. Energy. Maybe this will clear it up. I'm pretty sure we figured it out, but let's see. Particles. Particles and orbs only give energy once they reach a character. Yeah, when particles and orbs are picked up, they regenerate energy for the entire party. And by enemies who lose HP. Oh, that's it? So you can get energy just by fighting in general? Sub bluff? What's happening? We're talking about some real nerd shit right now. Okay. Alright, this is what I was looking for. A chart. You got a pyro particle by hitting pyro. Okay. Maybe it has something to do with the element that the enemy has absorbed on themselves. Let's see. Alright, so this is the active character who absorbs the same element. So that would be like Xingqiu using a burst and absorbing hydro particles on himself. He gets 3 units of energy. Example, the active character picks up an element of particle with the same energy. They gain 3 energy. 100% resource. Okay. So he gets 3 energy. Yeah, if he absorbs a different elemental particle other than hydro, it's only 1. And non-elemental, so a white particle, would be 2. Orbs are different. Those are way bigger. We don't have to focus on those. That's like when you defeat a tankier enemy in like the domains. Okay. Inactive. With 4 characters in the party, the amount of party characters matters? That's interesting. So if you have a full team and someone else absorbs, for Xingqiu, say you're on Candace, you do her skill, and she absorbs the particles, then Xingqiu gets 1.8 energy. Interesting. Yeah, okay, that's why I never noticed, because it's so low. So this would be if Sino absorbs his own electro particles, Xingqiu gets 0.6 energy. Yeah, it's so low. but a white particle is 1.2. So a different character absorbing a white particle is more effective than the same character absorbing a particle that's not their element. So for Xingqiu, it would be better to have someone else absorb a white particle than for Sino to absorb a Hydro one. And you get more if you have less. That's kind of cool. Okay, we cleared that up. Nice. That was some real dork shit. Let's get that off. Sweet, understood. Thanks for that rabbit hole.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
I thought I switched it. Yeah, does higher elemental mastery mean faster energy recharge? No, they are not related whatsoever. But I could see why you would think that. Yep. Kokoro got it. Yeah, elemental mastery is more damage for the elemental reaction. I assume you're familiar with elemental reactions, like vape and superconduct, overloaded, and all that. The most noticeable is hyperbloom. Yeah. I'll give you an example. I'll do hyperbloom right now. Let's show you on this guy. Show you on this guy. Yeah. Let's take a journey. Yeah. I think Quicken also does, right? Does Quicken also scale with crit? I think that's why Hytham is a good Quicken conduit. Yeah. All right. So if you're not sure, Hyperbloom is when Hydro mixes with Dendro. It creates a flower on the ground. And then if you hit that flower with Electro, it beelines to an enemy and smacks the shit out of it. That is Hyperbloom, and that damage is very good. But it scales with EM. So Sino has 400. He's going to get more as he attacks and does some stuff. And he's going to get a little bonus from this artifact. but I'll show you simply. Okay, so if he has Hydro on him, I'll create a Dendro Core, and then I hit that. That did 15,000 damage, right? At 400 EM. $15,000. I have to leave the match so I can switch some shit. Alright, someone remember that, please. Get away from me. 15, what was it, 15,700? Yeah, the homing, yeah, the homing missile reaction. Okay, so at 400 elemental mastery, Hyper Bloom did 15,700. This weapon gives him 120. So we'll switch that to just a regular crit rate. So now he has 273, and we'll switch his, yeah, we'll switch the sands over to, wow, a lot of people use elemental mastery. We'll use an attack. So I'm switching to Kaching. We had 400, now we only have 100. Come here, bitch. Where you walking?
Rain, help
Okay. Dendro Core. 8,000. Yeah. So, nice. Thank you. So, it's actually a pretty exponential increase, right? Because 400 elemental mastery was 15,700. 100 elemental mastery was a little over half. And I think a lot of that was because of this. This increases Hyper Bloom damage by 40%. So if we had a totally different set, that would be way lower. But yeah, Elemental Mastery increases the damage of that reaction and all other ones. Let's get that back. No. Did that make sense? Hyper Bloom best reaction? I don't think so. I don't know. We could talk about it. Best reaction? Best reaction. What does best mean? What would constitute best? Most damage? Because if it's most damage, then it's melt. Or even vape does more. Because Hyper Bloom has a cap. Against any element enemy. Okay. Yeah, so Hyper Bloom will have a cap at about 40,000. Because it can't crit. Same with Overload. I think Overload has the same exact multiplier now. And it's actually just easier to build, and you only need 2 elements for it. Alright, fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do the tier list. Yeah, okay. Yeah, this game is crazy. It has so many mechanics. There's so much to learn. I mean, you're already past the AR. Recommendation for the video I made about starting the game. So I think you just dove right the fuck in, which is awesome. but let's talk about best reaction. So we need parameters. We need how easy it is to do, how powerful it is, and I gotta be missing something. How easy it is to do, how powerful it is. I guess how simple it is to build on the characters that you use it. Consistent. Yeah, we could lump that in with easy to do. All right, we'll just go in order. Quicken, we're not gonna do. Spread's gonna be the same as aggravate for all intents and purposes. And version Burmig. Crystallize. All right, we could probably agree that crystallize is D, right? I guess depending. Because I don't use, what's that artifact set? Arcade Petra? Yeah, Upton of painting an elemental shard created through a crystallized reaction. All party members gain 35% damage bonus for that particular element. So it's good if you're using this, but the reaction itself is not powerful. It's not consistent because if you have a lot of elements being thrown around, there's no guarantee you'll get the element you want. And you don't really have to build it. So from our criteria, we're going to say crystallizes D. Oh, thanks, Alex. Are you about to throw all of them in the chat? Damn, dude. All right, I'm not going to pull up a chart because I want your hard work to be useful. Some enemies who are the same element as any on-field. Some enemies who are the same element as my on-field, and I use my skill, they get immune. So my question is, does reactions always work no matter who the enemy is? No. No, reactions don't always work. Yeah.
Good deeds.
Like,
and bad. In the end, all will be placed
this is
upon
cryo.
scales.
Who could I demo that on? Holpa. No. Who's Dendro? Who has a Dendro aura? Is it just the slime? Hmm. Yeah, let's look. Dendro aura enemy. That doesn't help. Hmm. Does the hypostasis always have a Dendro aura? I feel like it does. The chicken balls. Nice. Okay.
A familiar sight.
Ooh. We're glitchy. Why? Okay, ready? So all of the other elements here, Electro and Hydro, is going to affect this guy. But if I do Hyper Bloom, it's Dendro damage. See? It said immune. So, since it already has a Dendro aura, if the damage it's taking is purely Dendro damage, it will be immune to it. But that's only enemies with an innate aura. Right? Like, if you put the Dendro aura there, and then you did Dendro damage, it'll still work. Okay. But because this enemy is essentially a Dendro enemy, then it won't get hurt by its own element. Same with slimes. Cool. Back to this. All right. Aggravate. Okay, so aggravate. Aggravate's largely compared to vape. But vape's so much more popular. All right, Alex, what's the vape multiplier? Is it 2? I think aggravate might be lower. We're at multipliers. Nope. Oh boy. All right, we're going to read this whole list. That's not it. Give me a chart. Damage. What is this crap? Burning, swirl, 0.256. This isn't every reaction. Has nobody made a good chart? Player chart. Well, this is obnoxious. I don't see any numbers. God damn it. Multiplier. Numbers? Whatever. I'm relying on Alex. Okay. Spread and aggravate. Wait, spread is higher than aggravate? That's weird. Interesting. All right. Where are we at? Where's vape? Melt and vape is 2, but reverse vape is lower, right? Reverse vape 1.5. This doesn't really matter. Just spreads lower anyway. All right, so whatever vape is, aggravate's going to be lower. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you are, bud. The one instance where you should for sure not reverse vape. But you can try. All right. Trigger more often. So aggravate, yeah. So aggravate can be triggered twice before the aura disappears, right? But so can reverse vape. This vape melts a slow big hits more often. Huh. All right, I guess. I feel like it's pretty good. It's not so meta right now. We're going to placeholder it at B. I think. What's undoubtedly S? Like without a doubt, everyone would agree. I feel like it could be Hyperbloom. Vape, you think? Hyperbloom, melt, vape. All right, let's start Hyperbloom. Hyperbloom, because it is easy to do. Right, because you could have 5 cores at the same time. Hydro isn't really going to like overtake anything. So it's easy to do. It's easy to build because you just have to focus on EM for the electric character. And it is powerful. You can get to like 40,000. And if you have Nahida C2, they can start critting, right? So it could be like 80,000 Hyperbloom damage. Okay, that feels right. Hyperbloom is an S tier reaction. Vape I also think is S tier. One, because everyone uses it, which means it's easy to do. It definitely does good damage because it can crit. It's harder to build though, because now you have to focus on crit. But it could be triggered in either direction, which is nice. And they do similar damage. Yeah. Okay, Hyperbloom, Vape, S. That makes sense to me. If Hyperbloom is S, I would say Burgeon's A. Yeah, that's true. Power characters are strong. That is true. Okay, I would say Burgeon is A because it does similar damage as Hyperbloom. It actually could do better because it's AoE, but it hurts you. And there really isn't like a super good character for it, except for Toma. If his shield was stronger, he'd be like the perfect Burgeon driver. Bloom's kind of ass, isn't it? Am I wrong? Isn't Bloom kind of ass? Isn't it just a setup for these two? Yeah, Jason, if you're still here, you have to bloom before you do any of these. Because this is the bloom core that's created from this reaction. But on its own, it's not that great. Unless you have Nilu. Thank you. Yeah, if you have Nilu, it's crazy. But it's totally dependent on one character. It also hurts you. In a lot of ways, it's... no. Yeah, it's definitely not as bad as Crystallize. I'm going to say C. Is that fair? I'll say that's fair. All right, burning. Burning is weird because it also hurts you, but it enables a couple of characters. Like, the only reason I like burning is because of Kaniche. But the reaction itself doesn't make the team good. Like, it's not, you're not building the team for burning. It's just that the elements exist. Yeah, Nilu definitely makes Bloom playable. Nilu is the only instance. Yeah, Emily and Kaniche are good despite burning, not because of it. Well said. Yeah, but yep. And then we have that artifact. But again, it doesn't even make the reaction stronger. It just gives you a condition if the reaction is met. Right? I never farmed it. Where are ya? Where are ya? Yep. So if you're off field, if no burning... Yeah, it's just damage dealt, not burning damage dealt. Increase by 10 seconds. When burning opponent exists, it'll increase by 10. Yeah, so this doesn't even help burning. It just incentivizes burning. So... yeah, burning sucks, dude. Burning's terrible. It's like Navi doesn't make Crystallize a good reaction. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she just uses them to make herself better. All right. Yeah, so burning consensus is ass. It's D. I think it's better than... No, I don't even think it's better than Crystallize. Yeah, nope. Okay, Electrocharged. These are Taser teams. I like Electrocharged. I think it's pretty good. Because it can keep bouncing. Well, okay, it's only good for multiple enemies, right? Single targeted sucks. Great for a few enemies at the same time. Is it easy to build? Yeah. Good because you can add elements to it and it doesn't fall apart completely. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because it kind of maintains itself. Right? If you have so you need Hydro and Electro. They're working together. And then if you add like a I guess the least invasive would be Cryo. No, it could steal the Electro Aura. But people who apply Hydro and Electro apply it really quickly, so it really isn't a problem. Yeah, Pyro, Dendro. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's a good. We think A? A feels right. I don't think it's S. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. It's hard to figure out who's doing it. Yep. Yeah, because if you have Beto doing her burst and Xingqiu doing his burst, and then someone else on fielding. Yeah, you just don't know what's going on. All right, Frozen. Yeah, definitely. Sucrose is for sure good because she gives the whole team that team player. All right, Frozen is kind of good for the same reason Electrocharge is good if you have multiple enemies. Yeah, it almost used to be the best early on, right? You're a 1.0 player. Wasn't Frozen like the element or the reaction that you wanted to get? True. I'm always surprised that that fat meatball dude can be frozen. This guy. Where's he at? Where's the meatball? This guy. The gluttonous Yom Kippur. I can't believe he could be frozen. That's insane. Is there only 2 bosses that could be frozen? These guys? Or the Tulpa? Can the Tulpa be frozen? Am I tripping? Wait, a few can. Can't the seahorse be frozen? Am I making all this shit up? I gotta test it. Where are you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this beefcake can be frozen a little. Save for later. Frozen Mandela, yeah. Can't everything be frozen? Can we start a new lingo? If it can't be frozen, then it's perishable. Like the meatball. You can't save it for later. It's perishable. Alright. I don't think I have any freeze teams, so we'll just have to create one. Yeah, we could try that. Okay. Let's see. Hey man, Sino can freeze. Oh wow.
Stay cool. Face your guilt.
All right. Scratch that. Dang, the Mandela effect is strong, isn't it? Who else did I say? Who else did I lie about? This I know for sure, because I made a video about it. Tulpa. Let's see. I don't think this is... I don't think this is going to do anything. See, sometimes don't trust your gut. Where the fuck did that come from? Yeah, I feel like that would be way too easy if he could be frozen, right? Yeah, no shot. Okay. Turns out I'm 100% tripping. Yeah, no. I mean, Oceanid technically, yeah, but it's not actually the Oceanid. No. Yeah? Can the array? All right. I'll trust you. If you're confident, I'm not going to test it. I'll just trust you because you've been right about everything so far. Hydro. Can he be frozen? Oh, shit. Small slimes can be frozen, for sure. That's part of the tech, right? I don't have any character that needs this hypostasis drop at all. And I don't think I ever will. Yeah, we're definitely not getting to the springtime festival event. Jesus Christ, how do you even get here? What's going on? Do I have to go through here? If it's not this, I'm not doing it. Above? Where? I thought I was just there. Don't spawn here? Cool teleport, go west. So I guess I need this. Ice bridge. Shit. No. All right. I feel like... Oh, it's down here? Sneaky. Alright. Whatever. Reuse yourself. Nope. Use you. Okay. That was underwhelming. It was an underwhelming result for the effort it took to get there. Definitely not. No. No, I don't think these guys can. Because I surely would have gotten that crazy achievement. Where you have to kill them at the same time or something like that. Hydra is the only boss that can heal you. It can. I don't think that one can. No, 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 no. Alright, so this is the only boss that can be frozen. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I need more coffee. I need more. Alright, back to business. Frozen sucks for bosses. What are the elements for the next IT? What's that? Frozen. So if... Oh. Oh, I don't know. For the Imaginarium Theater? I don't really know. Imaginarium Theater. Genshin. That's still going to be 5.3? Yeah. Hoyo Lab. Power and Geo. Looks like you might be right. Oh, it's 3. Usually it's 2, right? I guess no one has any Geo characters that they use. Pyro, Cryo, and Geo. When was this? The 5th? No, this is the one that's active now, isn't it? Yeah, so what's the new one? 6, that's a guide. In 4 days. Season 8 on February 1st. Yeah, there we go. Opening characters. Pyrohydro, Anemo. Special guest. Okay. Pyro, Hydro, and Nemo. That one's going to be... That's going to be an easy one. They're going to have to make it pretty difficult. Yeah, I know Shallonen, that's true. Ah, we get... we can play the game before power creep. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Did you guys get either of them? Mawika or Sitlali? I know you did, Alex. Okay. I'm putting Frozen... How's that? That feels right. Part of me says it's better than Aggravate. That's the debate. Looks like we agree on B, but better than Aggravate or nay? I think so. Yeah, it's a toughie. Because they're used about the same meta-wise. Right? People still use Frozen. People still use Aggravate. It's definitely not the best. We'll come back to that. We'll come back. Melt, I'm going to say A. It does the most damage, but it's the least consistent reaction ever. Like, it's the only... It was the only reaction that could make Diluc good, but it's so inconsistent that you can't even do it. Yeah, and cryo characters are kind of shot. I mean, Sitlali's the best, but she's enabling some melt stuff. But is that enough? Yeah. Yeah, Sitlali will rerun at some point. I don't know when, but I mean, that said, it is better with Sitlali. And people are using it more than Electrocharge now, that's for damn sure. And more than Burgeon. I think that's probably right. Overloaded. Overload B. Overload B, you say? Overload B. So Overload got a buff. These next three got a buff. It does just as much damage. Okay, let's compare it to Hyper Bloom because they do the same damage, right? So that they're square. Overload, Hyper Bloom, damage-wise are the same. Ease to build. Kind of the same, isn't it? Overload's less? Overload's 2.75. What am I thinking of? Shatter then? I know one of them after the buff was the same. It's probably Shatter. Shatter does 3. Okay. Alright, so it's slightly below Hyper Bloom. It's easier to do, though, isn't it? Oh, okay. That is an easy way to remember. 3-step reaction does 3 damage. Okay. So it's close in damage, but it's easier to do. It's just as easy to build. And it is consistent, but it does push them away. Right? It pushes enemies away. Yeah, knockback, exactly. So, perks of Hyper Bloom that Overload doesn't have is that it's slightly AoE. No, Overload has AoE. So the only perk Hyper Bloom has over Overload is no knockback. I feel like it's got to be above Virgin. But I don't think it's as good as Melt. I think we're staying there. How's that feel? That feels right to me. Nice. Shatter. Okay, so Shatter does the same. Let's take everything I just said about Overloaded in the beginning and just put it to Shatter. Same damage as Hyper Bloom. Just as easy to build. You build the same way, right? You just build EM on the Shatter proc. And then C. Really? Really now? It requires freeze. That is true. And most can't be frozen. Yeah, as opposed to Hyper Bloom, where everyone can create a Bloom core. That's true. That is super true. Yeah, we don't even want to use cryo characters, first off. Hydro characters are goated, but they're in like every other reaction. I mean, to be quite honest, I would rather freeze than shatter. Yep, that's true. The characters who want to do it, you want to build for damage, not EM. This is true unless you're using Kave. Kave Shatterbloom is cool. But that's about it. Yeah, there's no other... Alright, we need a heavy attack, right? So it's either a Geo or a Claymore. So sort by Claymore. Or both. Yeah, you're not building EM on him. You need burning for him. Chungus might have to be added to the list, actually. Yeah. You could do EM Chungy. And he's already cryo. As a meme, yeah. Definitely not Navia. I mean, that's Pyro. That's Pyro. Remine. Electro will steal some freezes. Pyro. Noelle would be really weird. A full EM Noelle would be hilarious. That'll still steal. So the Claymore character, I mean, Sayu? No, but they're not using her skill. So that doesn't matter. Full EM Razor with Chungy makes sense. Because he'll convert half of his attacks to cryo. But then the Electro might... Ooh, I might have to build that team, dude. That sounds cool. Razor Shatter. I might have to try that. That's awesome. Okay. So yeah, basically... Shatter's not great. We're going to say C. Oh, man. Yeah, C feels right. Which is unfortunate. I want Shatter to be good. I'm sure it'll come up eventually. Yep. Yeah. Thundering Furry by Zjef. Coined. I want to make up a team, dude. That's so cool. Make up a brand new team, call it something funky, and then everyone knows it. Now everyone knows the Jeff. Superconduct. Superconduct. I've tried Superconduct teams. I don't really like them. I feel like it's on par with Aggravate, just because it got buffed. Maybe a little less than Aggravate. Because what was the multiplier? It was... I know you put it in here. I saw it. $1.5? Oh, that's less than I thought. Yep. Yeah, Sitlali made it good. Sitlali is an important character, isn't she? For melts, superconduct. It's either bottom of C or top. I mean, bottom of B or top of C. I think it's top of C. I don't think it's that good. I don't think many people are using it. Until Cryo gets a buff, we're going to keep it C. Oh, it's AoE, right. Ooh. It's AoE. You're right. Forgot. Yeah, bottom of B. That seems good. Swirl is the last one. Yeah, Bloom is still AoE too, but I feel like it's still kind of stinky. Swirl? Really? You both say S. S tier? Hey, you guys didn't say it in the beginning, though. Where was all this passion a half hour ago? Huh? So if that's true, if Swirl is S, then does that mean when Mizuki comes out, it's going to be a game changer? Because doesn't she buff Swirl damage? All right, say hypothetically we have Mizuki as the driver, and then we have, what about like a national? Yeah, what about Mizuki, Singcho, Shangling, Bennett? Yeah, Sucrose might be better. That's true. Okay. Um, Swirl. Swirly, swirly, swirly. All right, let's go back to our criteria. Ease to build. It's easy. You build it the same as any other high EM, whatever. It's destroying shields. So that's a plus. The power, it is powerful because it's AoE. And it could do 2 instances before it disappears. And it could do 2 instances per tick. And is it easy to pull off? Hella easy. I think you guys are right. Dang, Swirl is goated. You're right. I didn't think about it till now. You know what the problem is? People overlook Swirl because it's the first reaction. Right? You get a Nemo Traveler. That's when you learn about Swirl. You don't know how to use it really just yet. So you just brush it off as a mid reaction. And then all of a sudden you're playing the game for 4 years and you think about it for the first time. And you realize it might be better than Vape. Nah. I think it's S, but I don't think it's better than Vape. Wow, you've opened my eyes. Thank you. Yeah, Nemo Traveler's fun. Wow. All right, well, there you have it. I doubt... I doubt Jason's even here anymore. But thanks for... thanks for completely controlling this last hour with a question. That's hilarious. Yeah, well, here you have it. Dang. I wasn't expecting Hyperbloom to be top of S. And Burning to be bottom of D. That's hilarious. But here we are. Nice. That was fun. Well. Yeah. Okay. It's getting a little late. I am gonna bounce. I have to finish up the video for the free 4-star selector who you should pick. It's kind of late. I'm not sure the video will do well because I think most people who really play the game probably chose already. But whatever. I don't care. Mike! What's up, dude? You came as I'm saying my goodbyes. But thanks for popping up. Yeah, man. You missed an hour and a half rabbit hole of some real dork shit. So maybe you'll get it next time. Hilarious. Yeah, man. I gotta make the next video. All right, peace out. Thanks for hanging out. See ya next time. Enjoy your day.